For me, theater is kind of the study of the human experience. And what's cool about that is it's changing every minute of every day. Like as we're talking right now, like as these cameras are rolling, like the human experience is changing. And theater is how humans have like interacted with that. And so then I think improv is one of the purest forms of theater because it's us trying to interact with that in real time. Like the characters are being born, living their lives, and disappearing, like in presence with an audience.
Obviously, there is no script. That's the big difference. When you're doing Romeo and Juliet or Death of a Salesman or something, and we're saying the same words that have been around for centuries or decades or whatever. Improvised performances are created on the spot. The improvisers are simultaneously performers and playwrights. I'm Jim Davis, and I'm an associate professor of theater and performance studies. I'm the faculty advisor, which is kind of like advising improvisers is like herding cats, and the cats are all on Ritalin. How do you rehearse improvisation? A lot of it is building an ensemble. An ensemble that works together and knows how to work together and can trust each other and can help each other all do the best work they can.
Whatever games or style of show we want to play for that, that's where a lot of our lesson plans are going to go. And we're going to work up certain aspects. So if we're doing a lot of short form, we're going to focus on character creation and physicality, and we'll do like a whole rehearsal and just being physical and like being in your body. Or if we're working something like long form, it changes it up, and that like long form we'll do some warm-ups, and then maybe we'll run like 2 games in a whole rehearsal. So the rehearsals are about as different as the scenes are.
One of the things that I find fascinating about improvisation is it looks like it's a bunch of people on stage who are just doing whatever they feel like. But in reality, there are a ton of rules and rules and conventions that they have to follow to make the scene happen. Rehearsing improvisation it's like practicing a sport. You kind of build up the muscles and you learn how to work on a team, and then you prepare for the unexpected when you're in kind of the, either playing the sport or in the performance venue.
I'm the production manager, so I kind of work with all of the scheduling and reaching out to different people to help teach K.I.S.S or figure out who leads all skates. Yeah, I do a lot that's more of the scheduling and organizational parts of K.I.S.S that improvisers don't necessarily want to do. I went to improv club in high school, and I just went and watched. I was too scared to go up on stage, and then I came here to KSU and became friends with a lot of people involved with K.I.S.S, and then they kind of forced me to go to all skates. There are rehearsals that we have that we allow people to come in and learn improv from the ensemble members, and so I started going to those, and my friend, I became really good friends with the production manager at the time, and she was like, hey, I'm graduating soon and I need someone to take over after me, and so I kind of just got more and more involved as I became her mentee and kept going from there.
I was walking through the hallway one day and I saw this just like grayscale, like not even color printed, like just pamphlet for improvised comedy. But I Googled like what improv was, and I was like, man, I do that anyway. So I showed up, and then I liked it, and then that's what I did in high school, and then I was still doing science, and I was signing up for college, and I literally like clicked between biology and theater before like slamming theater and submit. And then, like the only program I got accepted to was like K.I.S.S State Theater and Performance Studies. And it turns out that was one of the best things that happened to me.
Just show up and you are going to look silly. And if you look silly, that means you're doing it right.
That's what good ensemble work is about, is once you work with people for a long time, it doesn't matter if you don't have to have the best night of your life every time, because if you have 8 people that are there supporting you and doing the same thing, one of 8 is going to pop off, and drop an offer that then like sparks somebody else and brings it back.
The big rules about improv is yes and. So if you come into a scene and say, here we are in a grocery store, I have to respond with yes, and the place is on fire. And then you go, well, of course it's on fire. We're in hell.
Yeah. I think improv is one of the purest forms of theater because it's characters being born, living their lives and disappearing, all with a live audience. And that experience of watching improv or making improv is as close as we can get to figuring out what it is to be alive.